Hey people, I'm Terios, and today in the story Travesty it's time for us to go back to dying, but more importantly, it's time for us to go back to where we kinda never went to because I already knew that wasn't the correct place to go. By the way, why is there a freaking jet indoors like this? I mean, it's not like this game has been the most logical ever, but seriously, is that really necessary? But anyway, by the way, Shroudworn level is minimal, but I'm pretty sure we're going to fight Shrouds at least once in this episode, so... Oh yeah, I forgot you can dash here. Yeah, so you probably will... I mean, not probably, but you might see Blazing the Bat in action. But anyway, this place isn't as bad when you're doing it backwards, because you can just rush most of the place, and if there ever was a puzzle involved, there's not anymore. Because you can just, kinda keep going, and even if you don't have a lot of health, that's gonna be enough, even if you're tanking most of your hits. Ooh, there's a Yoshi here. There's an Idehun here somewhere. You don't say, I already went in it. It took some... Whoops. It took a little bit of effort to get there. More like trial and error, because I thought it was gonna be, harder to get there and require a tighter timing, but it really didn't, so whatever. I'm okay with what's happening right now. By the way, what do we have equipped here? You know what, let's equip Stampede again, so we can fight enemies reasonably enough a second time. Yeah, wonderful. And I didn't get spirit drained by that guy, which is wonderful. Alright, so we are already back at where we never went. Did we ever... no, we did not in fact go into this room ever. And as you can see, something is about to happen. Also, some news on how stuff works. And suddenly... Surprise! We are in a distortion game, and ooh, I really should have healed back there. Whoops. Yeah, enemy's fragile, but they hit hard. Ooh, this is gonna be problematic. But anyway, first thing you can see here is that you can buy a bracelet extension, and that's wonderful because it makes things way easier. But first things first, let's equip the trap bead because yeah, it's kind of important here. By the way, is elemental resistance important? Probably not again. You know what, let's eat some Skittles just because, and then let's buy some Skittles just because. It's not like we need the money. But anyway, one thing you gotta know about this place is that the enemies hit hard, they are very tiny, and they are very weak and die quickly. But they are also completely immune to mental distraction, so that isn't gonna help. By the way, those jumps, they are secretly extremely easy to land. Like, it looks really scary and dumb, but in the end, it's just completely trivial to land all those thanks to how the controls work. I say as I fall off from one of them. By the way, since the enemies are so weak here, I'm pretty sure that in this place you can get a lot of levels and farm if you so wish. I don't know why you would want to, but you can. Alright, we are now healed. By the way, yeah, you can even kill the piranha plants, which is pretty great. By the way, be careful with the bullets because I'm not sure how hard they hit, but they are going to like, intercept you in midair. And by the way, it's just way more worth just, you know, kinda dashing through. Even if that's not gonna work as well as you would expect. Alright, there's an item there. You gotta be really precise about this. Hopefully this will work. It did. Wonderful. Yeah, you really gotta be on point with your mental insurrection there. And you also have to be careful. That trap was complete bullshit, but thankfully it didn't kill me. Yeah. You gotta be on point and try not to bonk your head, otherwise you're gonna die. By the way, it's really silly that the game wants us, whoops, to use Rock Drill here again. I mean, seriously, this is just pointless busy work at this point. But it's a pointless busy work that we are done with right now. And I'm surprised they didn't hide anything over there to hinder us. Alright then, so we got more Super Mario Land enemies getting hit like an idiot. And here's the big guy, the Shroud Lord from the beginning of the game. He's back and better than ever. And yeah, he's gonna attack us multiple times in this place, but he really shouldn't be an issue right now, even with us at half health. Yeah, and he's really easy to cripple. Alright, first things first, let's spam boomerangs, because that's our modus operandi. And then let's... oof, I might die actually. Do the spamming thing. Yeah, the spamming thing. Alright, let's wait for it to shoot out its projectiles and... oh! We already drove it off. Yeah, you just really need to do that. By the way, oh, they're completely immune to all attacks. All spirit attacks. That's kinda surprising. Alright, but, you know, it's not like they're hard to hit. I mean, they're kinda hard to hit, but full swing is good enough to hit most of them. Alright. Oh! Speaking of silly, pointless busy work, alright, that's not as pointless. Alright, first let's heal just to reduce annoyances, and let's equip our rock drills. Alright, let's spam a bunch of them and fall on them so they can erase enough blocks for us to get this skill point. And there we go. Alright then, that hopefully should be the last use of Rock Drill in the game, but I'm not sure whether that's actually true. By the way, having the trap bid here really helps you, because, you know, you can just tank a lot of the obstacles this way. And here we are, done with the first part, because suddenly we are in Castlevania Town again. So this part of Distortion WTF contains some of the worst garbage in the game. Hopefully this won't be so bad, but yeah, we have 2 skill points. Let's use those towards doing more damage. Yeah, that's gonna be helpful. But anyway, the enemies are still very weak, but yeah, there's Medusa head like enemies, and you are going to be hit while you are jumping many times, and yes, they are going to throw you into pits. Alright, that was completely my fault on the other hand. By the way, let's worry less about killing enemies and more about staying alive for the moment, because I need to blast off here, so this way you can get here. And by the way, you can jump without having to wait there, but that's not the most intelligent thing to do, and it's gonna kill you many times if you try, so, you know, try to be safe if you feel like that's needed. By the way, yeah, let's not collide with the spikes. That's just something that's gonna end badly. Speaking of things that... oh, come on. Alright, there you go. How about we don't die in the end of the room? Yeah, you could just have done that, and... If I recall correctly, this room is hell, so I'm gonna heal. Alright, if I recall correctly, yep, the spiked wall of death. Yeah, this room is the reason rave mode exists, so people can completely cheese it, because otherwise there's just crap flying from freaking everywhere in the entire place, and using rave mode you can ignore the main source of difficulty and also bullshit. So yeah. By the way, there's a consistent way to go through there, it's not as hard as it looks. So as you can see, you just need to hug the wall and then jump. It's not too hard, but yeah, this place still is complete bullshit. By the way, don't dawdle for too long there, because you gotta do a reach around here, and if you're too slow, well, you're just gonna walk into the spiked wall of death. Yeah, for the worst room in the game, that wasn't too bad. Also, Hexor's annoyed. Alright then, yeah, he's challenging Jeremy's hacking skills. Alright, so more really tiny blocks that you have to land on. Still way easier than they look. Alright, and you can use your... Ooh. Hey, calm down here. Whoa! Really? That happened? Come on, how did I manage to miss the thing? Yeah, your dashes are just really powerful, and as long as you manage them well, they shouldn't be excessively bad. And let's bust off, and there you go! This time I didn't die, even though I collected the item. Alright, and the rune should be ending soon enough. Alright, still getting hit by everything ever, but I've reached the end of the room, with a ton of projectiles following me. Yeah. Alright, Jeremy really wants to access that data string. Alright then, so let's just do that, but you know what? I was gonna dodge those, but well, I did technically. But yeah, there's gonna be another floor of death in this room, but it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so this room is pretty interesting because it pretty much... Wow, really? Pretty much symbolizes how... While Jerry's horizontal platforming skills are excellent, his vertical platforming skills are not as good. So vertical runes are way harder than horizontal runes, as you can see, because yeah, that's how they work. By the way, we got another friendship bracelet. This one increases the amount of rave energy we get, so if you're fond of cheesing everything with rave mode, well, that's your beat. By the way, let's try not to die miserably this time. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job at that. So the trick is dash less, swerve more. It's even easier if you know, don't misfire your dashes. Man, I almost did that room perfectly without getting hit. That was almost amazing. So now time for a boss. Of a unorthodox kind. Yeah. So this is not actually a real boss, it's more like a survival battle, but first let's front load our defense things, because we are not gonna need other things. But to be fair, we don't have much defensive equipment, but you know, there you go. We have front-loaded our defenses. By the way, I should probably use water barrier because that's gonna be helpful. Not right now, but in the future. Alright, so every one of those blocks does a different thing. The white blocks do make those acid blobs drop down. The gray blobs in the middle, as soon as they're hit, are going to drop, if I recall correctly, bombs. Much like those, those used by King's Super Mech, and the ones on the top make lasers drop, which still aren't too difficult. By the way, you can always heal to get some pressure off of you. But yeah, mostly the water barrier is gonna be the most useful because it defends against most of these attacks except the bombs, I think. I'm not actually sure. But yeah, let's just keep going and eventually we should be gravy. It gets way dicier the longer this goes around, but soon enough this should end in victory. By the way, I'm not sure whether the ball is random or set, so I'm not sure whether you can actually memorize the order the obstacles are going to attack you. But I think they all count as traps, so yeah, equipping the trap bead helps you a lot. But at least they're gonna help you against the spikes, so yeah. By the way, now we can just hit them ourselves. So yeah, it isn't too tough, because you can abuse a ton of stuff. Alright, and we found out, oh yeah, the airfield in wind slopes. Alright, darkness and spice. Okay, so we gathered some info. In the next episode we are going to escape the distortion WTF, so see ya then.